3, I hope you're all well. So today we're going to do some literacy. Before we do some literacy, we're going to do a bit of a vocab blast. So we've got our word today, which is circus. Can you say circus? Your turn. Brilliant. So if you did the work from yesterday, you should have a pretty good idea of what a circus is. So let's do our definition, so the meaning of this. So a circus is a traveling company entertains people. So a traveling company that entertains people. Okay. An example of this, so things that you might see in a circus might be clowns, performances. You might see magicians. You might see a ringmaster. You might see acrobats. Okay. Another example, basically, what's the opposite of a circus? So I probably think somewhere like very, very quiet. So somewhere or a place that is quiet. Okay, maybe like a library. Okay, somewhere where there wouldn't be a lot of noise, there wouldn't be lots of distractions, there wouldn't be any sort of performances there. So somewhere very quiet, somewhere where you wouldn't get a lot of noise, or it wouldn't overload your senses, would it? So we have got our learning objective today. So I can use noun phrases to describe a setting. I can use my 5 senses. Remember what those 5 senses are. I can use an adjective to add detail to my description, and I can use a range of expanded noun phrases. So this is what we're very much focusing on today, using a range of expanded noun phrases, trying to add all that extra detail into our work. So yesterday we went to a circus, or you had lots of videos of what looking at as a circus. So what things could you hear? What things could you see? What things could you touch? What things could you smell? What things could you taste? Okay, so what I want you to do, have a quick pause, have a think about what things could you maybe see, hear, touch, smell, or taste in a circus. Okay, and using these sentence starters, I could hear the blank. Okay, I could hear the, or I could smell the, I could touch the. Okay, so have a quick pause, have a think of all those things that you could maybe think, hear, see, touch, smell, or taste. Okay, well done for doing that. You should be using those sentences as well for our writing later, to make sure that you keep them locked in your head for me. So you might have said, I could see the amazing acrobats spinning in the air. I could hear the drumming of the beats. I could smell the toasty popcorn. I could taste the saltiness of the fudge, or the sweetness of the candy floss. You could feel the silkiness of the tent. You could feel the soft fur of a rabbit from a magic from a top hat, okay, from a magician's hat. So making sure that we have all those sentences ready. Okay, get as many as you can down, so those ideas down, okay, because we need to be using those for later for our writing. So you need to add lots of description to your writing at home on your piece of paper. So for example, if you've got the popcorn, can you up level it to the sweet popcorn, to the crunchy popcorn, to the tasty popcorn? Can we expand those noun phrases now? Okay, so instead of just using I could smell the sweet popcorn, I could taste the sweet popcorn on my tongue. Okay, you might want to say I could feel the soft fur of the magician's rabbit. I could hear the roaring applause of the crowds. Okay, using all those sorts of sentences in your work. Okay, so if you need to, write them down, okay, all those sentences, okay, because they're going to be really handy for later. So I've got some sentence starters here if you need to, okay. I'm going to be using some of them. I'm just going to make my writing just a little bit smaller, drag it all the way here, okay, because I want to try and add loads of detail. Oops, loads of detail. So Stop, go away. Hopefully that won't come up again. There we go. So I've got to try and remember to add all those details, okay? Those 5 senses, okay? So I'm going to start off. As I entered the mysterious. Remember, my typing is pretty rubbish as I'm talking as well, so bear with me. As I entered the mysterious and hectic. Hectic means like really busy. Tent. Yeah, tent. My senses, so I'm going to put a comma here because that's the front of the verb. My senses were overloaded with the sweetness of candy floss. That filled my nose. Okay. So let's read that again. Let's re-look at it. As I entered the mysterious and hectic tents, my senses were overloaded with the sweetness of candy floss that filled my nose. Okay, so we're adding that extra detail in. Okay, so I've done the smell, haven't I? So I've done the smell, so that's 1 down. Okay, so I might put wandering through, deeper into the tents, wandering through deeper into the tent, comma, I could hear the roars of cheering from the crowds, deafening my ears. Ooh, deafening, that's from our reading, isn't it? From our Hodghead deafening. Remember, deafening is when it's so loud that it's so loud you can't hear anything. So, as I entered the mysterious and hectic tents, my senses were overloaded with the sweetness of candy floss that filled my nose. Wandering deeper through the tent, I could hear the roars of cheering from the crowds that deafened my ears. Okay, so let's just read that one. I could hear the roars of cheering from the crowds that deafened my ears. Okay, brilliant. Really liking this so far. We're injecting loads of that vocabulary into our work. Okay, so through the tent. Actually, I might change this actually. My eyes came across a glimpse. Remember, a glimpse is like a quick look at something, okay? A glimpse of a magician performing an unbelievable. Remember, if it begins with a vowel, we must put an, okay? An unbelievable, okay? An unbelievable trick. Oh, so performing unbelievable trick. So my eyes came across a glimpse of a magician. Do you know, I might change that actually. My eyes came across a magician. Oops. A magician. Let's get rid of that. Don't know why that's done that. So my eyes came across a magician performing an unbelievable trick. There we go, because remember, an unbelievable trick. From his top hat, comma. I should put full stop actually. So he pulled out a white, I'm going to put a small comma, white rabbit, and placed it in my arms. could feel its soft, silky fur between my fingertips. Okay, let's read this back. Okay, as I entered the mysterious and hectic tent, my senses were overloaded with the sweetness of candy floss that filled my nose. Wandering through deeper into the tent, I could hear the roars of cheering from the crowds that deafened my ears. My eyes came across a magician performing an unbelievable trick from his top hat. He pulled out a small white rabbit and placed it in, this is why it's really important to check your work, and placed it in my arms. I could feel its soft, silky fur between my fingertips. Okay, so we've done what he can smell, we've done what he can feel, we can done what he can hear. Okay, yeah, so we just need taste, don't we? Okay, so continuing through, so remember I'm using this sentence starter, continuing through, comma, I came across a popcorn stand. I came across a popcorn stand. I decided to have a taste. I could taste the crunchy saltiness. Saltiness of the popcorn on my tongue. What a magical place to be. Okay, let's read through this. As I entered the mysterious and hectic tent, my senses were overloaded with the sweetness of candy floss that filled my nose. Wandering through deeper into the tent, I could hear the roars of cheering from the crowds that deafened my ears. My eyes came across a magician performing an unbelievable trick from his top hat. He pulled out a small white rabbit and placed it in my arms. I could feel, there we go, I could feel its soft, silky fur. Put a comma between that. It's soft, silky fur between my fingertips. Remember, these are your fingertips here. Continuing through, I came across a popcorn stand and decided to have a taste. I could taste the crunchy saltiness of the popcorn on my tongue. What a magical place to be. Okay, so that's my noun phrase. I'm packing it through with lots of description, lots of noun phrases in there. Okay, so make sure you have a go. This is my example. You are more than welcome to magpie some ideas from me. Try and think of your own. Okay, make sure you use your ideas as well, because that's really important with your writing. Okay, so before we move on, we have got a new book. Okay, so this is our new book and it's called Leon and the Place Between. Okay, so here's Leon, and having a look at this page. Okay, you've got to spot lots of things here. What can you see on the front of this cover? So I want you to have a say. So I can see blank on the cover, so I think. So what can you find on the front cover? What do you think this book might be about? Have a quick pause, have a say of it. Okay, well done if you had a go at that. So I would love to hear some of your ideas. So if you want to, you can write it down for me and have a bit of a, send it to me. I would love to see what you think about this book. So my next question, what do you think this book is about? So have a quick think, okay, and use your sentence starters. I think this book is about blank because. What do you think this book might be about? And maybe some clues on the front cover here. Maybe this boy, maybe he might be Leon. Maybe it's the rabbit. Maybe it's this man up here. Maybe it's about the doves, okay, or the pigeons. What do you think this book might be about? Have a quick pause. Say those sentences. Okay, so, and my last question. What do you think this book might be about? So, what's going to be the storyline of this book? What's going to happen here in this book? Is it going to be about the rabbit? Is it going to be about Leon? What do you think it's going to be about? Give your predictions to me, okay? I think this book is about because. Have a quick pause. You say it. Okay, brilliant. Again, I would love to hear your suggestions of what you think this might be about. So, on to our last bit of work today for our literacy. So, it's our spelling seeds. So, I have got a little notice here from the circus. So, I'm going to read out some of it to you. Okay, I'm going to read out all of it to you. Have you heard? Circus seeking new act is coming to town. Can you make things appear and disappear? Could you give an audience an experience they'll never forget? Do you believe in magic? If so, you could become famous. Apply within. Now, you may have noticed that there are some words that are missing some letters. So what I would like you to do, I want you to have a go at spelling these words. So I'm going to read them to you. Have you heard? So make sure you try and spell heard for me. Circus seeking a new act is coming to town. Can you make things appear? Okay, you try and have a go at writing appear for me. Appear. And disappear. Disappear. I'm going to do a bit more work on this disappear as well. Think about what sort of word that is already, especially this dis part, the front. Could you give an audience an experience they'll never forget? Do you believe in magic? Now, believe was actually one of our spellings right at the start. Remember when we did the Tin Forest? So remember, think about our little thing that we said. Remember, you have to tell her to believe the truth. Remember what it was. And if so, could you become famous? Apply within. So I'm going to go through those words again and have a go at spelling them, okay? So we've got heard, appear, disappear, experience, believe, famous. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words to have a go at spelling, okay? Have a go at spelling those ones. Send them to me, okay? I would love to see this, okay? And any work that you have a go at, send it to y3willow@Australia Byron Wood. So that includes your sentences with your noun phrases in, your predictions about our new book, Leon and the Space Between, and your spellings of these 6 words, okay? I would love to see all your fantastic work, okay? Please send it in for me. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Make sure you have a go at this fantastic work about noun phrases, about our prediction and our spellings as well. And I hope to hear from you soon. So that's it for me for now. And I hopefully hear from you soon. Bye now.